So before I talk about why I got rid of them, let's delve into why I even had them in the first place. Yeah, let's deal with that part. Great afternoon. It is Elegant Granny, your restoration strategist and creator and host of the Proactive Eye podcast. I am here today to talk about a part of me that I got rid of because it was time to get rid of. So, a lot of you have noticed and mentioned, yes, all those locks I had that I worked on for the last 4.5 years. Yeah, they're gone. They are gone. So before I get into why I got rid of them, I want to talk about why I even had them in the first place, because there was a lot of significance of why I even had them. I was ready for a change to happen in my life. I was. And a lot of times when you watch a woman, it's specifically a woman, when she's ready to pivot, she does something drastic physically, and you can't explain it. And sometimes she can't explain it, but she knows what she's doing and she knows why she is doing it. And for me, it was chopping my hair. And for me, when I came out of a life of abuse, I had hair, a lot of hair. I had an afro and I loved my afro. I still love the afro. However, I do not have the time to maintain it and take care of it, which is why I decided to lock my hair in the first place. I had chopped my hair off after I left my ex-husband. I chopped my hair off. It was actually a little bit shorter than this. And I just left it and I let it grow out. And then all of a sudden, I decided after maybe like 3 months, I decided I'm going to lock my hair. I just want to see what it's going to do. Because I was going through a different process of healing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch my hair go through a process. I want to see what it can do. I know it can do it on its own. I don't have to have anybody to twist my hair. I don't have to twist my hair. And I just want to see what it will do on its own. And it did. And I learned so much about myself when I did that. I learned about the different things that I needed to help me process through healing from a life of abuse. And not just from my former marriage, but also from childhood. There was a lot of things that I needed to filter through and just process it all so that I can heal successfully. That's what I wanted. I wanted to heal successfully. And I'm going to try to change the light on this thing. So there we go. Okay, so I was ready for a change. I was ready to no longer deal with the memories of being harmed and put in danger's way. I did not want to, although the memories will always be there, I did not want to deal with the pain of those things, because sometimes the memory of the pain, your body can remember. Even if you choose not to, you can do things to suppress those memories, but your body remembers them. There is something that you're going to always see, sense, feel, smell that's going to trigger those memories, whether you have suppressed them psychically. Your body still remembers those things, and there's a science behind it, and you can look that up yourself. So I was ready for a change. And the second thing is time. I needed to manage my time, because if I was going to heal and heal properly and successfully, I needed more time. And dealing with natural hair, that takes a lot of time. And I did not want to spend that kind of time doing that and then be too exhausted to put that time into me healing. So I wanted to make it easier for me to heal. So allowing my hair to lock, that was the best decision for me, to have more time on my hand so that I can focus that attention, that time towards my healing. The third thing was I wanted to see what my hair could do at my age. Now, I just turned 55, so 4 years ago, I was 51 when I started my locks, I think. No, I was 50. I was 50. I was about to turn 51. I was 50 years old. And I wanted to see what my hair could do at my age, because as you age, the process of your hair growing slows. That's just natural. It slows down. Sometimes the texture of your hair changes. The grade of your hair changes in different places. And I just wanted to see what it would do. I wanted to see what it could do at my age, and I did. I saw what it could do. I saw how, if I manage some things about myself on the inside, how it helped it to grow. It helped it to be strong, and it helped it to be vibrant, and it helped it to look the way I desired it to look. So those were the top 3 reasons why I even had the locks in the first place. As to the reason why I got rid of them, again, just as the reason I gave for why I even had them in the first place, I got rid of them for the same reason. I was ready for a change. It actually took me more than those 4.5 years of healing through all those years of abuse. I actually started that journey before I even married. And I married in 2015 at the age of 45. And I divorced in 2020. That's when I divorced. And so I was married only 5 years. And I cannot begin to tell you what I went through to even consider getting rid of those locks. They were pretty. I thought they were so pretty, and it had gotten to the point where I just would stand in the mirror sometimes and just look at them, just take a hand mirror and just turn around and just look at the back of my hair. And the reason is because in my family, specifically on my mother's side of the family, male pattern baldness is very prevalent, even with the women. And they typically start going through this, sometimes their late teens through their 20s, and it skipped me. So I'm thinking that maybe I inherited my dad's side, where as they age, it's like the normal process of it may be thinning some because your hormones change. As a woman changes, she doesn't have the same level of estrogen in her body as she once did when she was much younger and having a cycle and all of that. But you can do something about that even as you age through what you put inside your body and what you allow inside your body. Stress is one of those things that can affect it. Your diet is another thing that can affect it. Putting too much things topically on your scalp and in your hair can greatly affect it, and you have to be mindful of things that causes inflammation to your scalp, because a lot of people don't realize the more sugar that you eat, the more inflammation it causes on your scalp. And so your hands are going to always be in your head, because your scalp is inflamed because of the sugar. Your body is processing the sugar, and a lot of it goes there. So you're always doing this or doing that. And so I didn't want to deal with that. So I was more strategic with the way I ate. I went from being a vegetarian to being mostly plant-based. That helped so much because it was just time. The second reason why I got rid of my locks is because this is phase 2 of my healing process. And I am at a point where I worked so hard and so long on just on the inside of me. I let the outside kind of go. I was like, I'm just going to choose a focal point and I'm just going to focus on that. And I started with the inside because being in nursing for nearly 40 years, I've learned that it's very good and it's the best when things or people heal from the inside out. That's how wounds heal, and they stay healed longer by healing from the inside out. And so I did me that same way. I focused on me, all those things on the inside of me, and what those situations did to me, and how I chose to do the negative or the positive self-talk on the inside of me that greatly affected what was going on the outside of me. So I wanted to watch the process of my hair locking all over again. You can see like a little bead here. That, ooh, there's some more. Those are babies. Those are baby locks that are forming. And the way my hair does it, because like I said, I don't have anyone to twist my hair, and I don't do it either. I prefer doing it free form. And you can see how already it's already started locking. Now, they're extremely small right now because they're in the beginning stages. And I can also see right here, one has formed here. You can see like at the ends. And it's separating because it's starting to separate here too. Now, this will do this. What I remember the last time when it started growing out, it was like a process of 8 to 9 months before you could really see defined areas of where my hair had separated itself. I did not help it or anything. It just did it on its own. I just kept it clean. That's all I did. And if I saw where the only time I caused a change was if I saw that a lock here was trying to lock with a lock way over here. You see all this in between? Yeah, I didn't want that. I didn't want this really big Congo and in the middle of my head, and I just didn't want that. So after I washed it and before it would dry, or after it dried some, I would just like, okay, I don't want it reaching over and connecting with that piece, so I'll just separate those two. So if it's going to connect with something, let it connect with something much closer instead of something way over yonder. So that was the most I did as far as managing or manipulating where it was bonding. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I also wanted to get rid of old energy. Those last 4.5 years of me working on myself, from the inside out, from the inside mostly. There was so much gunk on the inside of me that have accumulated since childhood that I took on because I was taking on burdens from other people who were hurt in some form of fashion, whether it's physically, mentally, psychically, intellectually, emotionally, financially. If they receive trauma in some form or fashion, being in nursing, you kind of take that on. So as a healer, I needed to do something of shedding all of that off. And some of that energy got locked into my locks because typically Whatever gets into your locks stays in your locks. You hear that all the time, especially from the Trinis, the Trinidadians. They say that a lot. Whatever gets into your locks stays in your locks. And there are different things that you can do to get energy out of your hair and stuff like that. But me, being the drastic queen that I am, when I'm ready to change, boom, there it is. It's just, yeah, I just do it. It's just a clean cut. And so it's hair. It will grow again. I know what to do to get it to grow and to be vibrant and to be strong. And I'm going to do those things. Again, I learned how to take better care of them as I went. One of the greatest things that I did as I was locking my hair, before I even locked my hair, I watched Yanni the lockologist. I binged on all of her videos from years ago. I binged on all her videos, and I paid attention to what she said to do, what she said not to do, even how to eat, because she's right. Scientifically, your hair has more to do with what is happening on the inside of your body and what you put into it than what you put onto your hair or scalp. It has more to do with that. And so I went through the process of what I felt like what was best for me and my scalp and my hair and for my body and my mind and my soul and my spirit. I delve into myself, did some research on myself with myself, and that's how I did that. And everybody was like, they're so pretty, why you cut them off? I'm like, yeah, I had to get rid of some things, and that was one of those things. But I decided to keep them. I'm not reattaching them. I will not do that. It's just not necessary, and why even cut them off if I'm going to reattach them? That makes no sense to me. Anybody else can do what they want to do. I do not wish to do that. I am using them for a project that I am doing, and I may come back and talk about it one day, but right now I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, this is the last time that I plan to ever cut my hair ever again. I am doing some things spiritually to keep my head covered and to keep that space here cleansed as much as possible. And I have studied myself to learn what and who to stay away from, to get involved with, to extend time with, to decrease my time with, or to just leave alone. I've learned that while I still had the locks in my hair. So all of that, a lot of people don't think it does affect your hair and what is trapped in it, but it does. Study your own self and you will find out. Try some things. That's what I did. Try some things. So that's the reason why I got rid of my locks. It is time to grow some more out. So that's what I'm doing. And my hair, when my sister cut my hair, she said, you still have a lot of hair on your head. Right now, it doesn't look like, you can see how I'm stretching it out right now. It doesn't look like it because I didn't wet it today. It's really, really shrunken. Had I wetted it earlier, it would have looked a little higher or whatever like that. But I decided, since I wasn't going anywhere today, I just leave it. I may massage my scalp later. That's another thing I did to help my locks grow. Massage my scalp. It is so therapeutic. And not only does that stimulate your follicles so you can get the amount of blood and oxygen going to your scalp and your follicles and everything like that, so to promote hair growth, but it relieves the tension it relieves the stress, and it clears the blockage for those of you who are into Reiki, like light energy and stuff like that. It helps clear that area, your crown space. It helps clear that area, so your silver cord that's connecting you and God, when those downloads come in, there's more clarity. There's a lot more clarity. Massaging your scalp literally helps with that. Put it like that, it helped me. You could try it to see if it helps you too, but it really did help me. Now, those are my reasons for why I even had locks in the first place and why I got rid of them, because you wanted to know and I answered. Now, I have work to get back to. So, healing is a continuous process, not a one-shot deal. Much love, peace, light, happiness, and be safe.